What's up, ladies and gents? This is K-Sig Kid, coming at you with another Destiny video. Today, Bungie was at it again. They revealed another part of the House of Wolves DLC, the Trials of Osiris, with Triple Red in studio shooting things up. So obviously, Trials of Osiris is a PvP match type. And so I'm just showing some Iron Banner stuff. Now the one difference is Iron Banner is all about control, while Trials of Osiris is much more like skirmish. The only difference is you cannot revive yourself in Trials of Osiris unless you're a sun-singing warlock with your super. You have to rely on your teammates to revive you, teammate communication to kill, and that's crazy, which is why they don't have matchmaking. Only matchmaking for enemies, not matchmaking for friendlies. So you have to come ready with a 3-person group, and it really kind of makes sense because you really need to communicate with each other, because another thing is you essentially get a punch card, and if you lose 3 times in the trials, you're done. You have to turn in the punch card and you can rebuy it for more glimmer. I've read 100 glimmer per punch card, which really isn't that much, so there should be no worries about doing it aside from the time. But I imagine a lot of people are going to go through growing pains, especially myself and other people that are more suited to playing PvE as opposed to PvP. So I mentioned that whenever you get 3 losses on your punch card, you're done. And you have to start Trials of Osiris over again while turning in your card and collecting whatever you may have won from your time before. So what exactly is a loss? Because that sounds pretty important. Well, whenever you get matched up with another team in a 3v3 setting, it is whoever gets 5 wins first wins the entire match. Basically, if you kill all enemies on the opposing team and they can't revive, you get a win. You start over again after that, and you go for time number 2, time number 3, and so on. So basically, the matches can be over real quick if your opposing team doesn't have good teamwork, isn't able to revive their buddies or anything like that. Things like maybe the Light Beyond Nemesis, something that revives teammates faster, could be useful. So it'll be pretty interesting to see what type of gear comes along with that. And obviously 3 losses, that's pretty tight. That is pretty tight. I imagine there are going to be a lot of frustrated people, and I imagine there are going to be people that want to rage quit. Unfortunately, Bungie already kind of had a plan for this in mind. If you rage quit, you still get a loss. So there's really no point in rage quitting. You might as well just stick it out until the end. The matches seem like they're going to go pretty quick. I think they're going to be quicker than even a standard Crucible match now. So under 10 minutes for sure, I would imagine. And speaking of the end of the match, Bungie is also making an effort to reward PvP players, because quite honestly, you barely get rewards in Crucible. There's just so infrequently dropped, it's a shame, especially when you consider that Vanguard Rock Strikes, you at least get 2 blue Ingrams every time. You know, Crucible players needed to get more for their money, because that's what they're playing. They're still playing the game, it's just a different part of the game. So I don't truly believe the way that we saw drops running in the demo is how it's going to work, but there is going to be Crucible gear, well, not Crucible gear, but Trials of Osiris gear that does drop. It's going to be legendary quality, it's going to be able to do up to light level 34, but it's going to be different from the actual rewards of Trials of Osiris, and you get those rewards by winning the matches. Essentially, if you win 9 matches, you can get up to the top tier of the reward. That's as far as your card goes, and there are different tiers for rewards. In fact, we saw at level 7 there was an auto rifle with nice impact called the Summoner that you can go ahead and pick up if you win 7 matches, and there's some other items that will be there, like for instance helmets or chest pieces, and these pieces of armor are only going to be available from the vendor who does the Trials of Osiris. So you're going to be able to see the people that collected gear off of drops, as well as people that collected gear because they were, quite frankly, awesome at Trials of Osiris. Got a feeling I'm going to be more the type that gets them off of drops to begin with, if at all. And the gear will actually rotate each week, so if you happen to miss it one week, well, that kind of stinks, but you can at least be assured that it probably is going to come back around again, just like with Iron Banner. And speaking of rotating, the maps will rotate in Trials of Osiris, but it won't rotate within a particular period, meaning each week you will only be playing on one particular map. So you're going to become intimately familiar with the map each time, because you're going to be doing a whole ton of killing. So that kind of helps you build up the strategies that you want to use, and if you're not familiar with the map, you're certainly going to become familiar with it at the end. Finally, they also have consumables, which is a pretty cool thing. There are 3 different types of consumables. Only 2 were shown on the video today, but Deej did talk about all of them. One could start you off with a win on your card. One would let the very first win you get in Trials of Osiris count as 2, and one of them will actually not count a loss whenever you get one. So those things are useful. You can purchase those with coins that you would get in the Trials of Osiris. So yeah, it is pretty cool. I am not a PvP player, but I am absolutely going to give it a try. It's a new piece of content. It's a new way of doing PvP. Seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of teamwork. Get your buddies going and shoot some stuff up. So anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel to keep updated on daily Destiny content. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Osiris.